by musical selections that you will get to vote on. When you hear them in just a moment, imagine this is like the trailer music to the film that you're going to see. And pick the one that you want us to use to inspire the story we tell up here. And then we're going to get another suggestion to tie it all together and to bring something original.
Yeah, that's right. So give a round of applause for Ken and Lacey, our tech person
Yeah!
in the back.
We have curated these songs, these soundtracks. We have never heard them before. This is the first time we're going to be hearing them. So we'll be naive with you as we experience what comes next. So can we hear our first song? Excellent, excellent. Action-packed, thrilling. Keep that in your memory banks. Let's hear song number 2. Whoa. Ticking talks. Time going by quick like a spy thriller.
Yeah.
Very wonderful. And let's hear song number 3. I see. Little Spanish guitar. All right. Clap now, and for the one you prefer most, let's see if you like number 1. Nobody likes action movies. What about number 2? Okay. You fans of 2. What about number 3? They like number 3.
All right, we're going to get number 3.
Okay.
And of course, for this adventure, this thriller, this thing we're going to do, we're going to do something. We'll get something that you're just super passionate about.
Pasta.
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 Thank you. When the lights come up, tally-ho!
Hello! The setting is a desolate wasteland. As the sun rises, you can see 2 giant metallic things. Almost like 2 steampunk giants ready to battle it out in the desolate wasteland.
Far in the distance, where the sun is coming down, you see a castle. And from here, it looks very tiny. And there's a flag.
One of the mechanized behemoths is a steampunk giant with glowing red eyes. On the front of its chassis, it reads, El Diablo.
The other giant mech is more, let's say, scrappy. Like it was put together
also mine. There is not enough place in the desert for the two of us.
Oh no.
Prepare to battle.
Oh.
Your scrap golem is no match against El Diablo.
Fisico gentle.
Gentle is the last thing I will do. Giant missile pods come up above. Everything slows as the missiles head towards the poor man in his scrap box.
A tiny pea shooter.
As they're coming in, they dent, not even a dent. I scrapped off El Diablo.
Oh no, that was my Oh no.
Now taste the volley. That will teach you to scrap in these parts.
No, remember me. El Chapo es el Diablo.
Dad! 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 You survived!
Oh yes, I did.
Here, quick! Lay down! Right here, I made a little bed.
Pietro.
That's me, Pietro.
Pietro, I am
Father.
injured.
Oh,
I am dying.
here, you can have some radiation water. It's really irradiated, so there's no microbes, but it's definitely poisonous. It's also the only water we have in this desolate radioactive wasteland.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have filters
I know.
like those rich people like El Chapo?
We live in the castle. The Castle Rose.
Pietro, promise me something.
Yes, Father.
Pro-
Anything.
Promise me two things.
Okay. What's the first thing?
The first, promise that you will get out of this
Dad,
wasteland.
you're bleeding so much.
And that you will definitely do a rags from riches thing. Become more than a scrapper like your older dad. And the two, avenge me!
Close your eyes. Dad, I'm gonna have to eat you now. We see up on the hill a small settlement that is built up on a castle on the hill. A sign reads Castle Rose. Above the old western town, there is an actual castle, but below it where the commoners live, it resembles that of an 1800s township. Well, some nuclear winter we had last year. Yep.
Papa.
Oh, what is it, Cassandra, my sweet prize?
Papa.
Hey, only half your hair has fallen out.
Yeah, no.
Looking real good.
I only vomited twice this morning.
Oh, that's a new record.
No. I'm getting stronger, Papa. And, training.
Training? Oh! My word, you shot that radioactive crow right out of the sky. That's good crow meat.
Father,
I'm gonna let it go to waste.
Father, I've been training to defend myself so I can get out of this town.
You have? Out in the wilds?
Yeah,
Out there?
yeah.
Well, there's radioactive bears.
And I killed them.
You have?
Have I shown you my bear skin?
Why, it's glowing green.
No.
That there is a radioactive bear skin if I ever saw one.
That's right. And
My sweet only daughter.
if I put it on, the predators won't get me.
Oh, because they'll think you're a radioactive bear too.
Yeah, exactly. I've thought of everything.
It's out of my sweet, sweet daughter.
Yes.
I don't know about this.
Papa, why don't you believe in me?
The walls of Rose Castle is all we ever know.
I know.
We were born here, we're mutated here, we'll probably die here.
Papa, I know that ever since my mom died, you've lost all hope. And you've just become a sad shell of a man.
I have no hope left.
I know. Since that happened, it's just been a sad dad.
If only we didn't use nuclear generators to power giant steam robots, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, Papa. It's a real sad stories from the
Before
ages-
times?
The before times.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to stop thinking about the before times and look to the future times.
You mean sometimes you just gotta kick life in the right place?
That's right, Papa. You just gotta kick it. So come on.
Well then I guess I need to kick you out of here.
Yeah, come on with me, Dad.
Don't leave yet. I'm gonna clean up this raven, make a nice raven radioactive stew. Just for you.
Okay.
And when you go out there, when you look up at those stars, remember your old pa. Because he'll be alone. He'll really be all alone now. But it's a very good thing. It's a good thing. You want to grow. I get it.
Papa,
I get it.
I'll come back for you. I promise.
Just promise me this. You stay true to your loving self and you help people out there. You don't hurt them.
That's right. I'm a helper, not a herder.
Now give your pawpaw a hug. Here, I'll move my leg. There you go.
We see the castle. We're up close now. The castle steps are above. There are giant necks on either side doing guard duty. And here is the famous El Chapo in front of his subjects.
Oh! The Ironclad boys! We've raided another settlement.
El Chapo is a king!
Ah!
Oh yes, it's El Chapo! We want to kill people!
No one has such a great mustache. Oh, could surpass the might of El Diablo, the greatest steam iron radioactive powered mech in all the wastelands.
That's right! Oh yes, I'm trying you as the chefs of the castle. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh, do only have a fettuccine. It is decorated with parmesan.
Everybody watch me eat.
Oh,
One bite, oh, 2 bites. You wish you could have it. Oh,
if only I could have like one sliver of
oh, rations. All you get is rations.
Oh, sardines it is.
It's the only food that won't spoil.
And Chapo,
Yes.
our next conquest
Yes, Ricardo.
is into the village. Into the villages till we...
Be more specific. The villages. What does that mean?
It means we're expanding our borders.
Ricardo, how many years have you been an Iron Giant boy?
5 years, El Chapo, my lord.
Oh, yeah. And not once have you decided to address me personally. And now you do. In front of everyone.
Yes, everyone.
You see? Even Tracy is excited.
I'm a Tracy. Oh.
Now, Ricardo, what happens when men I don't respect try to speak up to me?
You'll stomp on them with the giant...
That's right! I stomp on them with a giant foot!
My lord, I was just trying to pump you up for our next quest.
And your pumping has failed. No pumping.
Ah, he's kicking in the neck. My lord, please forgive me.
Oh no!
I
We're
spoke
starting
out
up the engine!
I love the sound of the engine. Oh, my lord, please. Please, I beg mercy. Mercy, my lord.
Oh, Ricardo, you will see mercy. In hell! Yes, Tracy! Squish like a bug.
Out in the wastelands, in the wilds.
This dust storm it's so thick.
Who goes there?
I didn't mean anything. I just saw this cave and I thought I could seek refuge. Look, if you're a cannibal, I'm unarmed.
Do I look
Just
like a
make it
cannibal?
quick. No. You
Who
look.
are you? Are you a cannibal?
No. Well, well, have to be.
Well,
I don't do it if unless I have to. The wastelands are tough. Okay, they're really tough. And I don't know. I had dreams of cooking, like a real meal, like not eating irradiated plants or animals or people. Let's face it, I've eaten people.
cannibal, I knew it.
God, I said I was, but only I just had to eat my dad. Oh God.
Excuse me? Did you say you ate your dad? How could
He
you?
tried for 10 years. 10 years to scrap up to make his own Iron Giant. And it didn't work. El Diablo. Just killed it.
You said that name.
Just,
El Diablo.
you know him?
Of course I know him. He's enemy number 1.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
You're gonna eat me?
No, of course not. guess you don't.
Fine. Listen, I just killed a radioactive raven. Want some?
You're sharing.
Here's a leg.
Oh, wow. Raw.
No time for cooking. Only
Listen, I'm Pedro.
Cassandra. Listen, I just left my dad and my homeland to...
It's a strong grip.
I'm a strong woman.
I can see that.
You want to see my bear thing?
Oh, the radioactive bear? Those things are insanely strong and powerful.
So am I. I'm going to be the one to kill
I
El...
can see that.
I'm going to be the one to kill El Chapo.
You are?
Yeah. The devil dies with me.
You can kill him? You're able to?
While training. Okay.
But you're not a scrapper, are you? How could you beat anyone in such a giant machine? It's not possible. It can't be done.
You just think it can't be done because your mind is so tiny.
Do you have any water? Do you have any water?
Water?
Yeah, just any water.
I've got radioactive water.
That's what
I
I'm
can't-
used to.
I can't afford filters.
Oh, well, not many can. Oh, it's a bucket.
Yeah, it's a whole bucket.
Go, 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 go. Oh, look,
Listen,
sorry, you're gonna need help. Do you even know how to build an iron giant?
do I know? No?
Well, you're in luck.
What you do?
Maybe.
How would you know that? Look, you look really poor.
Hey, I may be poor, but that doesn't mean I'm dumb. I've been scrapping all my life with my dad. We made the first Mark I giant all by ourselves.
Wait, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I was a little girl, and I was watching with my dad. Papa! Papa! Out in the fields, look, the two mechs are fighting.
How dangerous and stupid is that?
Yeah.
Don't you ever get in one of those things.
Oh,
And I mean never.
I saw the fight. That was your dad?
Yeah.
Well,
My dad.
you know what my dad said? He said, don't get in one of those things. I hold to that. Because I told my dad I'd see him one day, and I couldn't look him in the face.
But your reflexes, they're so good.
What are you talking about?
Whoa! A radioactive cave marmot! Oh! Its other leg! Cassandra, you're amazing. If you were piloting one of those things, well, I don't know. There'd be no stopping you.
I'm just saying, you want to go on an adventure together or something?
Well, if you're not too busy. I mean, I've been so alone.
All right, partner. So alone. Let's go.
We see a montage hauling giant iron scraps into the cave. Ow! Oh,
Killing
ow!
bears! Killing other tiny robots.
Now,
I got
Cassandra,
parts.
this is what we call the model operating system. You've got to put your gloves on first, then turn the steam cranks. Good. I'm gonna run a few tests. Good. Now remember, what do you do if you feel like the iron giant is off balance?
You go to the other
Go
direction.
to the other direction. Good. As the days and nights go by, Cassandra and the stranger grow even closer. Oh, I was looking for that gasket.
Oh, sorry, I was just doing a stroll.
Late at night, under the stars?
They remind me of my dad.
You too?
Every time I look in the night sky, I remember that it's the same night sky that my dad would see.
Oh.
Too tough.
But you see, Cassandra, I'm too soft. We complete each other.
Listen, man.
What? You can't be firm with your emotions? I can.
I've never felt something like this before. The only guy I've ever known is my dad.
Same. It's like we were made for each other. Like, here's that gasket.
Oh.
And here's that gear. Click.
They just fit.
They just fit. Feel me like one of those steam engines.
Get inside me like I get inside those bears.
Soon, the pair were growing very close, and they had created a beautiful, shining rust bucket of a machine. We did it.
There's one final piece missing.
What?
It's the weapon.
The Gauss rifle?
I snagged one of these from a munitions depot.
God. That's the fanciest tech I've ever seen. With this, you could accelerate anything to extreme speeds.
That's right, our mech's gonna be the fastest mech and the strongest.
I mean, heck, even common bolts could be accelerated so fast that their mass and their force would be strong enough to pierce El Diablo.
Just like your mass was
Stop! Sandra, no! Stop, sweetie!
to pierce me.
Sweetie, you're embarrassing me in front of the desert lizards. Sandra, my life has been, it's been many things, but these last few months, they've made it all worth it.
Yes. Now, are we gonna go kick some El Chapo ass?
Sweetie, let's do it.
El Chapo!
Yes! Yes!
I managed to grow a few more nibbles.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah.
And let me see them. Let me inspect them. Oh, yes. They don't have as many radiation burns as I thought.
No, I've been practicing.
Well, Terrence, show me. Oh! I like this.
El Chapo,
Yes.
there's news.
From the wastelands?
There's a mech incoming. A large one.
So they think they can take us?
I think so.
Get the Iron Boys together. We will fight. Load up!
The giant mech comes from the wastelands to the castle steps.
Inside is the cockpit with Cassandra. All right, now remember, you've only got so much power, so you've got to end this fight quick, or otherwise we'll be gassed.
That's right. I'm gonna do my best, Father. Please forgive me. Okay. Here goes nothing.
Here they come.
And Pietro,
Yes?
before I go in, I love you.
I love you. I'll be right here on the ground, hiding behind this rock, giving you instructions.
Okay, cool.
I'll be monitoring your vitals for the machine, telling you what parts are straining.
That's what the nodes are for.
I know.
Okay, I'm going in.
Let me be your heart. You know, because you're so tough.
Listen, I need to tell you something.
What?
I only pretend to be tough.
No, you're tough. You're the toughest person I know.
I know. I pretend to be tough because it's the only way you can survive in this freaking post-capitalist BS wasteland.
Then, sweetie, let's tear down this shit together.
On the other side, El Chapo pilots his mech.
Ha ha ha!
Alright, my lord. I see them. They're coming closer.
Yes, let us show them the might of our iron giants. Fire the flares!
Alright, I'm gonna initiate the fast weapons.
Hey! Oh, God! What? Ouch! What? Oh! Oh, no! What is happening? How is the robot so fast?
Aha! Suck it, El Chapo!
Quick! Get it off my back, boys! Two other iron giants run up and grab it, throw it off. I never fight alone.
Right, that's not fair. I didn't know there was gonna be more than the one.
Sweetie, it's gonna be okay. I prepared for this. Engaging multi-battle mode. The arms split. And blades emerge. Oh, you think you're pretty tough, huh? Boys, get rid of this filth.
Here we go. Engaging blades.
The robots, disassembled, slashed into a million pieces, fall to the ground. No! My best men!
Oh no! David and Goliath!
David and Goliath! Oh, they were my favorite! They never took back!
That's right, we haven't heard from them this whole time.
I will teach them the power of El Diablo. Activate demon mode!
Fire starts emanating from the mech. Oh, shit! I didn't know it was gonna be on fire!
Are you not intimidated by this phone? Little knives come out of the fingertips.
Pietro, I hope you have something for this.
I do. Now's the time. Activating the Gauss rifle. Oh no, you don't! I know who's helping you! Right here!
Pietro! No! You mother piece of shit!
I knew your mechanic was nearby. I just had to triangulate the signal.
You're gonna pay for that!
I see your Gauss weapon. Let us do this the old ways. The arm turns into a shotgun barrel. Face the back. Let us do a draw.
Oh, like an old Western thing, okay.
You are very worthy of Before your name,
My-
stranger.
My name
Yeah.
is Cassandra, and you killed my lover. And you know what else?
I had a sister named Cassandra.
What?
Yes, we were very young. When I was just starting the Iron Boys, I left my poor, pathetic father and made something of myself.
Why do you have to make this complicated?
The same Cassandra.
Are you serious? No. No. My brother isn't the devil.
It
Papa never said
appears-
anything about another kid.
It appears I am.
No, it's not true.
But
It's
I am
impossible!
Oh, it's true. But I have no qualms for killing a sister who is weak and pathetic. In this world, only the strong in giant iron suits survive.
Good, I'm glad you have no qualms because I have no sense of loyalty to you. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, we'll just have to see. Synchronize your timers. On the count of 10. After 10 paces, we will draw. Little sister,
Can't go any
someone
further.
will be going to hell.
Five, four,
The suspense is killing me.
3, 2, 1. Kapoosh.
The mass lobby of shots fired. But the bolt is so fast. As it flies, we zoom in, written very small. We see a heart. I love you, my sweet. Fly true, this bullet. Fly true. The bullet pierces El Diablo right in the center of the chassis. What? Oh! Oh! Oh!
That was for Pietro, you son of a bitch! No one else? Because I'm not done with you. Engage the blades again.
As Cassandra takes out her violence in slow motion, the limbs, the armor, the sides fly off. A memory enters her mind. Do you know why the cactus blooms at night?
Why is that, Papa?
Because even when the cactus is alone, it must open up to beautiful things out there. Like radioactive bats. They pollinate at night. Just remember, even when things are dark, they can be beautiful again.
Okay, Papa, I'm gonna go eat spaghetti.
The mech falls. See you in hell. Suddenly, as the dust settles, an old man comes up. Oh my! Oh. Oh. As the chassis opens up, he sees his daughter. Cassandra!
Papa,
You've done it!
I killed El Chapo.
You killed El Chapo!
I didn't marry a prince,
No, you certainly didn't.
but I met the love of my life. But he's dead now. I think. Pietro! I haven't even checked! Pietro! Are you dead?
Well, my legs are missing.
Pietro!
I won't be for long. Just A line stretches out into the wasteland. All ready. A sign says Cassandra's Sweet Home Cooking. Get your radioactive meats here. Sweetie, look at what you've done. You've fed all the people we know.
That's right. I've killed so many bears and pigeons to make it happen.
And we all thank you for it.
And you know what else I'm serving up?
What's that?
Fresh fettuccine alfredo.
Chance to write a love note on a bullet, do it. Just in case someone can